Ignacio Casale had the honour of being the first quad out of the starting blocks today, along with the bikes, as he looked to increase his overall lead of 26 minutes over defending champion Sergei Karyakin. So far, so good for the Chilean, who's won all three stages so far. The 2014 winner has come into these Peruvian dunes with a clear battle plan. Well, the idea is to gain as much time as possible on Sergei, because he's a very fast rider on Argentinian soil. It's very hard to beat him on that type of terrain. So the more time that I can gain in Peru, the better. I'm going to try to keep increasing the gap in the overall standings. Well, Casale may have grabbed the early initiative, but he knows there is still a long way to go to Cordoba. Karyakin hitting back with his first stage win of the Dakar on this fourth day, even if in the end he only gained 43 seconds on Casale. The Chilean was second and continues to lead by 25 minutes and 30 seconds.
Like on the Tour de France, the Le Mans 24 Hours or the Isle of Man TT, the Dakar is the perfect opportunity for fans to get together and enjoy one of the most spectacular shows in the world. There's passion for motorsport, of course, but also fantastic moments shared between friends. What better place than the beaches of Peru to watch the Dakar go by?
We've all been friends for many years and we share the same passion for the Dakar. We're friends from school, from our neighbourhood. We have the possibility to fish here and enjoy the Dakar. It's also an ecological experience by the sea.
It's become a ritual. The preparation and meals are just as important as the race itself. But when the heroes arrive, there's no missing the show, especially when local hero Nicolas Fuchs zooms past.
Everything about the Dakar is an amazing experience for all of us. It's a great way to get together as friends. It's also a way of life. We have the same passion for tourism and for motorsport.
The first stages of this 2018 Dakar, with loops around the areas of Pisco and Ica, gave the fans a double opportunity to watch the rally go by, and more moments around the barbecue.
Many, including a lot of competitors, say that Peru looks a lot like what the Dakar used to be in Africa. So we're all very proud to be part of the Dakar. Very proud.
Previously in the cars, the unforgiving deserts of Peru have already claimed several victims. The biggest scalp so far is Nani Roma. Getting out of the dunes was a Sisyphean task for Mikko Hirvonen.
You know, sometimes you just get stuck in the sand for 1.5 hours.
And sometimes the sand doesn't slow you down at all.
Fantastic today, you know, we win the stage with the two-puncher. It was a hard job for me, but we make it.
While Mr. Dakar reluctantly took the lead. This evening we're leaders, but for me it's too soon. I prefer to stay in the shadows. The local wildlife on the Pacific coast will have to stand aside to make way for the Dakar. Fans and competitors alike anticipate the mass start for the cars. It's tough, the adrenaline is rising. It's a spectacle, it changes things. It's a bit more risky than a normal rally raid start. And as the cars set off 4 at a time, it's a chance to put the foot down and go absolutely flat out. testing the pure acceleration of your vehicle against your closest rivals and teammates. Wave after wave launch onto the shore. But once the cars leave the beach, it is quickly clear this is no holiday at the seaside. A huge stage of 330 kilometers with one of the longest ever pure sand stretches in the history of the Dakar. Well, this is the Peugeot of Cyril Dupre. And just after 180 kilometers of stage, disaster has struck. There he is, stranded. He's lost a wheel on his 308 DKR Maxi and smashed up his suspension as well. He will not make it out of the stage alone. Even if he can restart, he will be out of contention for the win. I'm gutted because this is such a slow section. We hit the rock and before we knew it we were up in the air. I can't find the words. It's a ridiculous place for it to happen. So the misfortune of Dupre should have been a chance for Nasser Al Attiyah to consolidate his position in among the front runners. But after 204 kilometers, the Qatari and his co-driver Mathieu Baumel have to stop to make repairs. The sands of time drift away, as do Toyota's hopes of a win. They do eventually manage to get the car fixed and back on its way. But he stops again, beached in the dune slack, and drops a lot more time. Nearly an hour lost on the stage. A huge performance today though from Bernard ten Brink. The Dutchman avoids the troubles of others. Despite this little excursion, he carves his way through the dunes to a top 10 finish. Well, after the crashes of Menzies and Roma, the X-Raid Mini of Saudi Yazid Al Raji has the chance to shine for the team. This is his 4th Dakar. Such incredible scenery as he carves his way through the canyons. Well, now all of Toyota's hopes lie on his shoulders. It's Gilles de Villiers. He also had a frustrating stage. Starting the day in 5th overall, the 2009 Dakar winner had to stop in the stage just like teammate Al Attiyah, and he drops over an hour. Peter Hansel's mindset was a little upset by the fact he was the early rally leader. He normally likes to hold back and play the long game. On this stage he played cat and mouse with his 3 remaining Peugeot teammates. In the end, it was El Matador Carlos Sainz who took the 2nd quickest time, the strategy playing a part as road position for tomorrow is at stake. This will prove fascinating within the team. The 2010 Dakar winner was 3rd overall at the end of the day. Sébastien Loeb wins the stage by only 1 minute. Remember, this is the last Dakar for the Peugeot team, so Loeb knows he has to act now towards his potential first Dakar win. First stage win of 2018, but not necessarily part of the plan. Well, we didn't want to win it because of tomorrow, but I said to myself, losing all these stages, I'm not going to gain any time. The 3 surviving factory Peugeots topped the timesheets, but the private Peugeot of Al-Qasimi made the top 5, and a huge effort from the Ford of Eugenio Amos to be 4th quickest. It's the 3 Lions topping the overall leaderboard. Nasser is still in 4th, but nearly an hour behind Peter Hansel. Bernard ten Brink sneaks impressively into the top 5. In the shadow of his brother Kevin Benavides, 4th in 2016, Luciano has managed an impressive start to his maiden Dakar. The 23-year-old Argentinian is the current best rookie of the bike class, finishing in the top 20 of the first 3 stages. As expected, the battle in the T2 production class has been intense between the Toyota factory team drivers. Title holder Christian Lavier leads the way in 28th position, despite suffering issues in the dunes. The Frenchman has an advantage of over an hour on his teammate Akira Miura. Looking good for both Land Cruisers in their quest for yet another T2 crown. When not battling in the dunes or struggling to find waypoints, the Peugeot boys are rather relaxed back at the bivouac. Stefan Petterhansel, Carlos Sainz and Sebastian Loeb, however, remain competitors even when racing remote control cars. A fun moment for these 3 legends of motorsport, all eager to add a Dakar crown to their already prestigious records. Czech navigator Josef Kalina has taken part in the Dakar no fewer than 25 times, and he's back this year helping out Tatra rookie Martin Soltis. A 3-time winner with Carol Laprace, this rally legend says he knows exactly what it is that brings him back year after year.
Neither adventure, neither countries, neither, let's say, racing temperament. Naturally, it's in it. But the main reason is people. I have 1,000 friends here and I like to see them each year.
Once again, the huge dunes and canyons of Peru are a challenge for even the trucks, despite their ride height and power. The soft sand and difficult navigation throwing up problems for many. Alexei Vishnoisky has yet to make the top 10 in his 5 Dakars, of which he's finished 4. The Belarusian crew are keeping their Maz 5309RR well in the battle, currently in 5th. Despite being only 28 years old, Martin Macic has already competed in 5 Dakars in trucks, his first 2 as a navigator. He is making this experience pay with a mature drive. His Liaz was 4th quickest on the stage. The Russian Kamaz of Iret Mardiev dropped down the leaderboard yesterday, but the fight back has begun. 3rd quickest on the stage, he has 2 podiums and his 2015 win on an impressive Dakar CV, so keep an eye on the blue number 507. While his teammate and reigning Dakar champion is powering on. He has a slim rally lead, but he narrowly misses out on the stage win. A late surge on this incredible terrain by Argentine legend Federico Villagra brings the Iveco driver his first Dakar stage win, consolidating him 2nd overall.
This is how it looks if you took the wrong way in the dunes. I think we couldn't have done it any better. Hell, a lot of work now. Toby, everything all right?
Fine.
Let's do it.
This is what it looks like when a car comes past.
So, 284 fell and we stopped to help him. We were on the Sea of Sand and we had a big dune with a hole. There's at least 5 meters. A rider on the quad jumped the dune, but more fright than pain. But he struggled to get back up. So now we're showing the others. We put a helmet on the ground. Medics are coming, but we really need to show the others so that there's no problem. Now we're going to be able to carry on. Okay, Etienne, can we go?
De rien. Well, it's 7:15. More than 10 hours sitting in the car, and we finally get into the viewback. It's been a long day, some troubles, but we're here. See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the Dakar continues to roll south along the Pacific coast from San Juan de Marcona to Arequipa. The competitors will bid farewell to these picturesque villages off the Peruvian coastline as they work their way inland on stage 5. Do make sure you join us then, and thanks for tuning in.